What's good, y'all? Welcome back to the CFL podcast. And excuse the attire. I just got home from work. I wanted to make this video for y'all because I'm working till the weekend. So I wanted to get this video out and just so y'all can have something to look at, give y'all some content. So yeah, excuse the look. All right, but we're gonna be talking about Jackson State versus Bethune Cookman. So first of all, let me say this: Friday night at 9 p.m. I will be interviewing live, okay, live, Shaq Davis, the receiver from South Carolina State. That's right, preseason All MEAC. Dude is averaging 28 yards a catch a game right now. And he's just balling. He's South Carolina State star receiver. I think y'all will like that very much. So please tune into the channel at 9 o'clock p.m. on Friday. I will be interviewing Shaq Davis from South Carolina State. They are my pick to go to the Celebration Bowl. So if you want to get a sneak, a little glimpse of who Dejon Warren or Al Young or whoever will be facing in the Celebration Bowl, because those are my two picks, watch the interview. All right, get to know him. I want to cover the MEAC as well as Jackson State. So mess with me, please. I need your support as always. I know y'all gonna show out. I got faith in y'all, but just watch it. I got faith in y'all. Okay. So yeah, let's get into the game. So number one, right? Let me say this: I expect Jackson State to win this game, at least by two scores. By two scores. Bethune Cookman is 0-7, and that shouldn't be overlooked. But with that being said, Bethune Cookman should not be overlooked either. Bethune Cookman can be a trap game if they let it. Bethune Cookman can upset any school in the SWAC or MEAC for that matter if you let them. Because when you look at their resume, right? Yes, they're 0-7, right? But they only lost to UTEP by 10. They only lost UCF. They got blown out. Nobody expected them to hang in the game with UCF, so I give them that. Alabama A&M only lost by 3. Alabama State 24-38. The next game 35-42. Mississippi Valley, they lost by a touchdown 20-14, and Prairie View A&M, who we have seeing Jackson State in the SWAC title game, 35-29. They can upset anybody. Anybody. They are not to be overlooked. And you should overlook no school. We know that. That's the number one rule in college football, especially if you let Nick Saban tell it. So they should never overlook any opponent. But this school being 0-7, you do not. They are inching for their first win. You do not want to be the school, especially Jackson State, to give them their first win. I don't think it's going to happen, but you just never know. So as far as Bethune Cookman as a team, their offense is really ranked in the middle of the pack. I think at 6. Yeah, their offense is ranked 6 in the SWAC. So they're right there in the middle. They're right there in the middle. They're not good, not bad. They're decent. They're decent, but their defense is ranked 10th, only above Texas A&M, Alabama A&M, and Texas Southern. That doesn't say a lot. So it's their offense who can put up points with you. This offense will go blow for blow with you. But the thing with that is, this offense has not seen a defense like Jackson State as far as SWAC play goes. So we'll see how that happens, because we know Jackson State's front seven is very nasty, and they have not and will not give up anything all season. So it'll be nice to see how that offense does against that defense. If you're asking me personally, I don't think they're going to be too successful, but we'll see. As far as the defense goes, right, if they're only better than Texas A&M, Texas Southern, and Alabama A&M statistically, I expect Jackson State's offense to continue the progression, right? I expect, I'm not saying they'll put up 61 like they did against Alabama A&M, but I'm expecting at least 35 points, if I'm being honest. I would expect 35 points because of where where their defense is ranked. What I will say this, right? Ontario Johnson and to Kevin Thomas, they're both top 3. Matter of fact, really top 2 in tackles in the SWAC, right? top two in tackles in the SWAC. Aubrey is tied with Ontario with 62 tackles. So they're both tied for first and leading the SWAC in tackles. And then you got Takevian Thomas in second place, technically, with 53 tackles. So those two guys are something that the offense has to look out for on Jackson State. And I'm pretty sure TC Taylor will do his job in doing so, finding those guys out, creating schemes to take them out of plays and everything like that. But one averages about 8 tackles a game. The other one averages 7. So they're gonna fly around and they're gonna get theirs. But I don't think there'll be enough for Bethune Cookman's defense to stop Jackson State because they don't have anyone in the secondary. It's not just enough. I don't even think overall your defensive unit is just not enough talent wise to compete with Jackson State. But that offense is an offense that will go blow for blow with you. So it's important that the defense stays away from penalties. No more of that talking stuff like we did in the homecoming game. I got it. I got why you did it, but that needs to go. So no more of that talking. James Houston got to stay away from the face mask penalties. I get it. He plays very wild, and you love that about him. That's the reason why he's as successful as he is. But, he just got to reel it in just a little bit. Be careful with his hand placement and everything like that. Just stay away from dumb penalties. I can even accept good penalties because there is such a thing, but stay away from dumb penalties and you'll be fine. Do not let them stay in the game with you. You did a great job of that versus Alabama State last week, right? They were going blow for blow with you in the second half, but you made sure to take away their number one threat, and you stopped them. So they weren't able to continue to go blow for blow with you, and you were able to pull away. So there's that. Offensively for Bethune Cookman, Kamari Everett is second in receiving in the SWAC. He's second. Kamari Everett is somebody that Coach Thurman needs. I'm pretty sure he will do his film on and see we have to take care of him. Because, see, Kamari Everett, right? 35 catches, 657 yards, 6 touchdowns. He averages 18.8 yards a catch. Let me say that again. He averages 18.8 yards a catch. On top of that, he averages about 5 catches per game. So depending on you should probably put your best corner on him, which would be Nugget, and take your chances with that. But you have the depth at defensive back to go toe to toe with him. He's just one guy. That's the benefit for Jackson State. He's just one guy. They don't have a plethora of receivers. It's just him. Joshua Rice is there. I did a video on Joshua Rice and his amazing story. I don't know how much playing time he's getting, but I hope he's doing well because that's my guy. But yeah, they really just don't have enough to really threaten Jackson State. They don't. Quishon Bird and Devin Black, they're 2 running backs. They're decent as well, right? So Quishon is ranked 6th in rushing. They're middle of the pack. Devin Black is ranked 7th? No, 9th. He's ranked 9th. What I notice, right, when I go back and I look at their team's data, if one doesn't get going, the other one will. When one doesn't get going, the other one will. There were a few times where both of them got stopped, but few and far in between. So, as successful as they've been running the ball, it won't happen versus that front 7. I am sorry. And if I'm wrong, y'all know me. I will come on here and apologize. I will die by those words. You are not Quayshawn or Devin. You're not getting past that front 7. It's too big. They're too big. Katron is there. Coinus is there. Antoine is not going to let you do it. If you do get past the defensive line, Aubrey's there. Keontae, James, because you never know where James is going to be lined up at. Niles, it's just not going to happen for you. It's not going to happen for you. So, overall, I expect them to put up at least 35, right? You should win this game by 2 scores. I expect Jackson State to win this game by 2 scores. But with that being said, if you let them stay in the game, don't be surprised if the score is closer than what it should be. Do not be surprised. Don't be mad if Jackson State wins by a touchdown or 2 touchdowns, because this team goes blow for blow with every school they play except for UCF. Every school. So they're legit. They're a good team who just cannot pull it out in late game situations. That's just the story of their season. That's the story of their season. The record is bad, but it doesn't define them as a whole, as a team. So you take away these guys that I said, Kamari Everett, Quashon Bird, Devin Black. I'm saying they not getting what they usually get on that front seven. But you take away Kamari, you find a way to take Ontario and Tekevin out of the plays, you're home free, and you live to see another week. And that's all I have to say on that. What else did I have to say? Yeah, again, just be sure, man. Check out my live interview. I will be going live at 9 p.m. Okay, with Shaq Davis once again, the starting receiver, the star receiver for South Carolina State. Dude's a monster. I know you know about him. All right, he went off on Alabama A&M in week 1. And check it out. Like I know y'all gonna show up if it was a Jackson State player. Just support me. Show up for your boy. Show up for CFL. I would really appreciate that. With that being said, I guess that's it. I gotta get in the shower and enjoy the rest of my night. And I hope y'all gonna do the same. Y'all are watching the CFL podcast, and I'm out. Peace.